Thank you so much for joining us today. Today we got a great topic. We're going to be talking about Microsoft Surface Hub and Microsoft Teams and how those two things will work better together and help you guys collaborate better with you and your immediate workers and customers. To do that, I've got three great speakers with us today. From Microsoft, he's the North American Microsoft Surface Master Trainer. He's a master, everyone. Give it up for Kenneth. Kenneth, how's it going?
It's going great. About yourself?
I've always loved the Master Trainer title at Microsoft. It's been one of my favorite job titles I think I've seen in the industry. It really kind of helps elevate you to kind of the level that you like, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about. So really excited to have you here today.
Thank you to have you as well.
From D&H, we have Matt, who's a business development manager. Matt, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Chris?
Pretty good. And we also have Trent, who's a business development manager. Trent, how's it going?
Good. How's it going with you?
In the office, living the dream.
Absolutely.
Living the dream. So before we get started, I want to do some quick housekeeping for you, those of you guys who are watching. We will be taking questions as we go out throughout this broadcast. If you want to ask a question, I've gone ahead and highlighted the window where you can ask a question. Go ahead and type your question in. We'll ask some questions as we're going along. If we kind of miss a question or need to circle back, we'll be answering questions at the end of the show as well. We also have some resources that are available. Go ahead and highlight those for you as well. You can go ahead and click on that stuff as the broadcast is going on or kind of reference that after the broadcast is over. But to kind of get things going, I believe, Matt, you're going to kick things off for us, aren't you?
Yeah. Thanks, Chris. So, hey, everybody. Thanks for joining today. I'm Matt Wilson. I'm one of the Surface Business Development Managers here. My counterpart, Trent Gottdiner, just introduced himself as well, and he'll be speaking in a second. Just wanted to go over our contact information, kind of what we do here at D&H for Surface as well. So this first page here, you see Dan Longgreen is the Senior Director of Surface Sales. He oversees the Surface business, and Trent and I both report to him, and he's in charge of that business there, along with Trent and myself. Trent and I do all of the Surface day-to-day sales, anything questions Surface related here at D&H. And if you need to get a hold of us, our email addresses are on the screen here. We also do have a team alias, which is surfacespecialist@dnh.com. And our contact at Microsoft is Dan Roberts. He's our partner development manager at Microsoft. We work with Dan on a day-to-day basis, and that's his contact information there. Chris, if you want to go to the next slide, then. For today in general, like I said, Trent and I do everything Surface related here at D&H, but today in general, we just wanted to spread the message that we are up and running with Surface Hub, the 2S right now, and we do have the complete solution here at D&H. We recently brought on Steelcase and have those mounts up and running on the website, ready to go, ready to be purchased, to go along with the Hub 2S 50 and 85-inch solution. So if you guys have any questions regarding that, please feel free to reach out to Trent or myself at any time after this. And we did also want to let you know that the Hub 3 is coming in early December. And I think Kenny's going to talk a little bit more about that in a little bit here. With that, I'm going to kick it over to Trent to talk about a few other things before we kick it over to Kenny.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for taking the time to join us today. Like Matt said, my name is Trent Gottdiner. I am his counterpart here on the team at D&H. I just wanted to take a moment before the training to touch on Hub authorization and affiliation with D&H. And what that entails for you on a day-to-day basis, as well as deal registration and special pricing programs. So as of today, if you are not affiliated with D&H, you are still able to purchase Hub hardware, but you're unable to add warranties or qualify for different promos and rebates. Now, in order to qualify for those, you would need to log into your Microsoft Partner Portal and affiliate D&H for Hub. Once you complete that, we'll send that over to Microsoft for approval. And once that is done, we can open up your account for everything on our end. If you're currently not authorized Microsoft partner with an active MPN ID, we can get you that information complete so that you can then become affiliated with D&H. Obviously, that's pretty important for the ability to add warranties, but it will also give D&H the capability to submit deal registrations for you. So on any opportunity for Hub that you have that is quantity 3 plus over a 9-month period, we can register that opportunity for better pricing if approved. If there's any opportunity for Hub at quantity 50 plus in the same time period, we can actually submit for deal registration and special pricing and stack both rebates together for best cost. Let me know if you'd like our deal registration form for future reference. It's not something you need. If you need it right now, that's fine, but we have the form. I can get that over to you ASAP. Also, if you're not affiliated and need the steps to become so, we can get that information to you as well. Like I said, not only will you be able to purchase things like warranties and registered deals, we also see the better pricing as soon as affiliated because we're able to load back-end dollars into your account. So your pricing today that you see on the D&H website, once you become affiliated, it will be different tomorrow. So it's a lot of benefits with joining the program. Like Matt said, we're open for business with Hub and we have a full solution. So please let us know if you have any questions or need anything at all. We're here to help with anything you might need. And with that, I'll kick it to Kenny.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Time is the most valuable gift that you can give someone. So I'd like to thank you for your time. My name is Kenneth Perry. I'm the Microsoft Surface Master Trainer, commercial Microsoft Surface Master Trainer for the Americas. I'm going to tee up my screen here. I'm going to share my screen quickly so we can get to the content. And, like I said before, it's important to understand, why we are here, what we are doing in order to create change in the industry, but then not just the industry, the world. And so what I want to do is, take some time to kind of give you a little background about myself. Once again, Kenneth Perry, Microsoft Surface Master Trainer. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, but I live in the great state of New York. Everyone can see my screen, right? I live in the great state of New York. Here. I'm from Detroit, well. East Side. Yep. Excellent. And so, I have a beautiful wife. Her name is Joy. We've been together for roughly 6 years. Actually, we just celebrated our 6-year anniversary on Sunday, and we did something a little different. Instead of buying each other gifts, we just went on a shopping spree. So that was cool. I have a large family. Everyone's located in Detroit for the most part. I have 2 kids, Shaylin and Kenneth. About myself, in my career, I've done a lot in my career. My first job, believe it or not, fun fact, I was a footwear designer. I designed race car driving shoes, bowling shoes, a discount line for Walmart, shoes for Head, the company Head, a skiing and tennis company. And so I also had a YouTube channel called K Perry Global. I love, taking video of devices and sharing and evangelizing Microsoft products and services. I've supported Microsoft for roughly 10 years, just over 10 years. First day was January 11th, 2013. Changed my life forever. My hobbies, I enjoy traveling. I enjoy going out, right? I've visited 43 out of 50 states. So I've been all over the country. I love dressing up, looking good, smelling good. I love those things. I enjoy shopping. Like I said, we just went on a shopping spree, and it's one of the first time in my life I've done that actually, since we've been married with each other. Normally we go somewhere and do something fancy, but that was cool. Pickleball, I'm a huge pickleball fan. For those pickleballers out there, I'm on the pickleball committee in our community, and I'm a huge Detroit everything fan, right? So whether it's my Lions, my Tigers, my Pistons, or my Go Blue, as far as the University of Michigan is concerned, we're gonna make it happen. going to win the national championship, hopefully. My favorite car is a Porsche.
Right, buddy.
My favorite car is a Porsche. Even though I'm from Detroit, we have the big three there, but I've always wanted a Porsche. Hopefully I make that happen before it's all said and done. Detroit style pizza is in the house. I enjoy Detroit style pizza. Believe it or not, Little Caesars is headquarters is in Detroit, and Domino's Pizza is also in Ypsilanti, Michigan. Was founded in Ypsilanti, Michigan. And then my favorite device is the Surface. Now, my mission is to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. That's Microsoft's mission. My personal mission is to practice love and empowerment of people while creating a mindset of action and growth. And my value system is to plant good seeds of love, fidelity, time, respect, and communication. With that being said, let's hop into the content. So with this right here, the strength of a team is in each member, right? But the strength of each member is in the team. Now, that's the 12-time NBA champion and coach and player, Phil Jackson, has stated that. So when we think about, collaboration and teams and leaders and things of that nature, it boils down to, leaders, great leaders being able to see around the corner, right? To drive and look beyond and ahead of the norms and forging the new visions and for how and where and why that we work, right? And also disrupting those workspaces with modern technology, and there's been a lot of disruption lately with AI technology and things of that nature, right? And then bridging the divide between, the people and elevating that productivity. That's what it's all, here for. And so when we think about experiences, everyone has speeds and feeds. Everyone has, devices that allow you to do your work, right? But what's the experiences that you get, right? And so designed end-to-end by Microsoft, the Surface Hub 3 is a premier all-in-one hybrid meeting and collaboration device that's built for hybrid work, that's built for modern work. We've taken a definition from business leaders, right? And from that previous slide that we talked about, the Surface Hub is with a new innovation that's disruptive to the best ways possible for forging new visions and meetings and spaces to bring people together, to help them get more done, to be more productive. And so Surface Hub brings the best of Microsoft Teams to any space. And its mobility means that you can pretty much work or collaborate anywhere. So you don't have to log in. You don't have to log in with the device. You can, just touch the screen and log in and have that nice big 4K, monitor with the imagery and it's providing you with that crisp audio to allow you to connect with your teammates throughout the country. And customers need to understand that, right? And then the connectivity is fast and everyone feels like they're included and they have a seat at the table. That's important. And so they feel heard, right? And everyone in the same room at once, but we're virtually. Now, when we think about, the purpose of the Surface Hub and the employees' experiences, right? So let's break it down to the impact of the business. People can connect at every level in depth and clarity that unites everyone, even when we worlds apart. I'm in New York right now, and some of you might be in California, or some of you might be in Texas, or all over the country. But yet we're able to communicate and collaborate in a sense. And so Surface Hub transforms meetings into what we feel is a whole different meeting experience for attendees. And all meeting attendees from any location can use the whiteboard sessions and collaborate, right? And share their thoughts and brainstorm. We have the palm rejecting technology that allows you to create intuitive, natural writing experiences and drawing as well. And so you have that digital ink that spills from the pen onto the screen with 4,096 pressure points. You also have the AI-powered or AI-enabled, I won't say powered, but enabled Surface Hub smart cameras that has an aperture of 1.8, which is phenomenal for a device like this, which brings everything in focus far and near. And then also, let's not forget about the consistency of the Microsoft Teams rooms experience, right? It's built by Microsoft, right? So it's the console and the buttons and the screens and the content are all merged on a single hub screen. That's important. It reduces the friction in the workflow, right? In the collaboration that takes place. And so you can just walk up to any Teams room and you can enjoy the uniform experience there. Now, when we think about the IT in the experiences that they have on this particular device, it makes it easier for them to be more efficient, to be a more efficient staff. And so Surface Hub 3 offers that protection from chip to cloud for security mobile experiences, and it makes it easier to manage devices, whether it's remote or in person. And then the security happens in the background, and so it doesn't disrupt the work that's taking place and the collaboration that's taking place when the customers are having those brainstorming sessions. And then IT pros will also appreciate the consistent management experiences through Microsoft Teams Admin Center and the new Pro Portal that allows all devices in the organization to be managed together seamlessly. And that's the key word, seamlessly, right? To reduce that friction in the workflow. So if you combine the employee experience and the IT experience, what does that mean overall? That means a higher level to a business so they can see the value. And the customers, when they're using the Surface Hub 3, it's an investment in your business, in the customer's business. It's an investment in their employees' success because you meet anywhere at any given time, and it eliminates the physical space, right? I won't say eliminates, but it eliminates limitations on the physical space. And so it reimagines what a meeting space can be. I remember going to the Microsoft office and in Seattle, I call it the mothership, going to our office and, seeing a 50-inch being rolled out of a conference room into a corner in a hallway and 2 or 3 people getting together to meet. That's powerful. Doesn't matter where you're located, you have the ability to do so with the APC charged mobile battery on the 50-inch device that provides you battery life up to 1.5 hours or 90 minutes or so, which can be either 3 meetings or 2 meetings or several meetings all in one. So that's powerful there. Now, how can customers upgrade to this existing hardware? Well, you have the 3-pack. And so customers can purchase a new portable cartridge that can use the Surface Hub 2S and get the premium experience of Teams rooms on Windows and unlocking the portrait mode functionality without buying a new device. So the Surface Hub 3-pack offers that premium Teams room experience. And customers, when they purchase the Surface Hub 3-pack, they can upgrade from the existing Surface Hub 2S and migrate from the Teams OS to the Teams rooms on Windows, unlocking that new value and current Surface Hub 2S with the latest Teams rooms features. And so when we think about the Surface Hub pack, which it unlocks the portrait mode, you have 60% faster performance, 160% faster graphics, and then also you have that 512 storage on the device. And so when we look at this view right here, it changes the game on what you can do on the Surface Hub and provides it with that versatility. And so when you think about the collaboration aspect of it, and with the Surface Hub dissolves the boundaries between the hybrid attendees and it makes you feel like you're included in the room, right? You have the Surface Hub Surface Hub 2 smart camera Surface Hub 3 smart camera that adjusts the video field and also allows everyone to be seen clearly and with the auto frame. You have the 4K displays that's there with 8-element microphones array that captures the facial expression and the body languages and the audio definition and that rich hybrid experiences. So you have all these powerful meeting experiences with certified Microsoft Teams to allow it to make it happen, right? When you look at the ability to collaborate in a way that allows you to be creative, and then creative in a way that is designed to enable the co-creation from teams to think outside the box, to be able to brainstorm. You have those natural experiences to be able to write and write down your thoughts and and work with teams in order to ensure that you're being included in those meetings, and also invite other members to the team's rooms to collaborate on the device on that whiteboard. So we have that one-touch capability. We have the ability to have that seamless experience across the board. And then the flexibility of the device, right? To be able to take it in different rooms. If teachers wanted to move from one room to the next, they have the ability to do so. You have the versatility with that 50-inch, the smart rotate. And when you want a more personal experience on that particular device, you have the ability to do so. And then the ability to go back and forth between the Teams room experience, the MTR experience, and the Windows Enterprise experience is powerful and phenomenal. And it's a large and great Surface Pro device at that point. And then also we have the security from chip to cloud, the ability to be able to manage a device with the Teams Admin Center and the Teams Room Pro portal. That's powerful, and the great ability of the Surface Hub, from the Surface Hub 2S to the Surface Hub 3 with the 3-pack. So these are great features that we have across the board. And so how do you get the new experience? Well, you can buy the new Surface Hub 3-pack, or you can purchase a new Surface Hub 3, right? The customers can make that happen. And share some of the features and benefits that allow them to be able to create those collaboration experiences. Then also coming soon, the ability to migrate the Surface Hub 2S to the with a software update to the Surface Hub 3 starting in 2024. So what I want to do here is I want to stop sharing my screen here, and I kind of want to show you the device. Show you the device that we are that we're talking about here. So I'm going to stop sharing.
Yeah, while he's getting that taken care of, if there's any questions you have throughout this demo, please feel free to put it in the Q&A, and we will go ahead and ask those as we go.
Okay, am I spotlighted?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, so behind me right here is the Surface Hub 3. And, when we start off with the hardware aspects of this device, this is the 50-inch version right here. We have the 50-inch and the 85-inch version. And, with the 50-inch, it provides you with the ability to position it in portrait mode, right? And I'll show you that in a second. You have a 4K screen right here, 4K plus screen. It has a 3:2 aspect ratio that will provide you with 18% more screen real estate than a 16:9 aspect ratio. You have the steel Roam case, case right here that allows you to be able to, to move the device. It has nice wheels on there. You can unlock it, and the steel case is Roam is a phenomenal piece. I actually rolled this thing from here into the hallway, into the living room, and it's just a very mobile device. You also have the APC battery that's located here, so if you want to meet, you can unplug the device. You have 8-element microphone array, so you have microphones up here. Also, when you switch to portrait mode or smart portrait mode, you have the ability the microphones shut off, and then you use the microphones up top. And I'll just give you a glimpse of that and what that looks like here. And so then the OS changed, the orientation changed, and it's seamless across the board here. And so then also the cameras change as well. And with that, so now you have the microphones here. So when you're speaking into the device, it will shut off these microphones and use that one. Those as well. We have the speakers. Same thing with the speakers. You have speakers that's located here, here, and here. The cameras are modular, right? So I can take the camera off, no problem at all, and I can stick the camera back on. This is the Surface Smart Camera, Surface Hub 3 Smart Camera right there, and then we have like the Surface Hub 2 camera located right here as well. So I'm gonna turn this back around. Now, when you look at the OS, just gonna take a closer look here. When you look at the OS, so you have, these buttons here that makes it simple. So it's the Teams Room experiences that you get across the board, whether it's on a console or whether it's on a Surface Hub. So you have that consistency there. And so, you can click this button to meet. You have the call button. You can, share the screen, or you can click to whiteboard or join an ID, and then you have more. And then more provides you with, some of the settings. If you need to get to settings or restart the device or accessibility, you have the ability to gain access to those. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to join a meeting. So I'm going to join this Hub meeting right now. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, that's my friend right here, right? And here are all my friends. And so they're located right here. So this is an example of how collaboration would look on a Surface Hub, right? So you have the participants, so our coworkers, they're sitting there and they're participating in a meeting. Everyone could be seen clearly, right? You have nice squares right there, so it's optimized for that. Another thing to look at is you have your buttons located right at the bottom here. So you have like your people, your people button, so you can see a list of the people who are participating in the meetings. You can raise your hand. Let me drop that down. Okay, you can provide reactions, and you have your options buttons right here, and so you can turn on live caption, and let's see, but you can turn on live caption and things of that nature. And so you have like all your settings there. You have your audio settings. Another thing you can see is you have your volumes. You can control that. Your cameras, you can turn your cameras on and off. So you can see the smart camera that's located right there. So I can turn that camera on or off. When I click this button here, I can switch cameras as well. So if I go into portrait mode, then I can switch the camera to the Surface Hub 2 camera, and then it will give me a different view. So I'm going to go back to the smart camera here, and then go back over. All right. And so now I can also share my screen. So if I select share my screen, it's going to pull up whiteboard. But what I want to show you is when I select, stop here. When I select the gallery, we're going to go to front row. And I love the front row view. And I'm going to include chat here. And I'm going to make that whatever. Yeah, let's click on that. All right. So this is front row. And I'm going to turn off caption for a second so you can get the full view here. Bam, turn caption off. All right. So here's front row. And what it does is it uses the AI technology to remove the background, right? Because it's all about being inclusive. So it removes the background at the same time and allows and ensures that everyone's the same size, right? And so then it provides focus, and you can see the people's reactions when you're in that team's call. Then if I select share and we want to collaborate on whiteboard, I can click on that and it will share the screen. Now I'm going to jump out of here for a second and back to this view here. So now we have our teammates here and we're collaborating on the whiteboard. Now we'll just pretend that there's two of me here, right? So I'm here and you have Kenneth Perry too on the other side. And so we're writing. The great thing about the inking experience and using whiteboard on this device is that two people can collaborate at the same time. And so, hey, you have an idea and you want to write it down over here. I have an idea, I want to write it over here. And so I can simultaneously, wrong pen. We can simultaneously write at the same time. That's the 20-point touch that the Surface Hub provides, right? And so that's phenomenal there. So that's when we talk about true collaboration, it gives you the ability to do so. So that's pretty cool there. Another thing to think about with this particular device is that the screen is matted, right? So I have lights that's shining everywhere, right? But you don't have to worry about glare in your eyes or getting on the screen and not allowing you and providing that friction in your flow, right? And so you can collaborate, no problem at all. We also have different views here. We have together mode. Together mode is one of my favorites. And you might have seen together mode during the pandemic. The NBA actually used Microsoft Teams in order to provide a a simulation of fans in the stands during when they were in the lockdown, when they were in the lockout, right? Not the lockout, but it was the, what would they call it? I think we were locked down in Orlando. And so they simulated fans and then, pump noise into the arena, and it seemed like you were actually in a real NBA game. So this is together mode. You've probably seen that before. And then we also have other gallery modes as well, with the large gallery that shows pretty much everyone there. So that's another cool feature with this particular device. One thing I do want to point out is that you can use the Surface Hub as a Windows device, Windows Enterprise, and I can do that by, I'm going to click out of this, and I'm going to go into, let's see. I'm going to share my screen as well. Hopefully I can share my screen. All right, there we go. So now this is running full Windows Enterprise here, right? So you have the, you have the browser here, you have the gestures there, so I can split the screen. I can work on multiple windows at one time. I can click on the start button. So this is a situation where maybe you have a CEO, or maybe you have a, someone that's interested in having a device for personal use, or small business owner, which say SMB, and they want to go back and forth between the experiences. They can use this device for other things outside of just Teams meetings. And so that's another great feature on the Surface Hub 3. And so, you can open documents and things of that nature, on here. And so phenomenal speakers, phenomenal microphones and cameras, phenomenal touch experience with the Surface Hub 3. Once again, just wanted to point out that when we create devices, we create devices that's focused on the human experience, right? And we want to ensure that our devices are accessible by design, or are sustainable by design. We want to ensure that the experiences that you get changes your life. I've been using Surface for 10 years now. I had one stint where I used another device for about 3 months or so when I was in between jobs. And my whole family used Surface devices, and the ability to create a device that's, future-proof, that's modular, that allows you to use it in many different ways, is something that is difficult to find in today's world. I have this device right here, the Surface Hub. The Surface Duo 2. A productivity device that allows me to work while I'm on the go. To use as a phone, to use to take notes, to be on a Teams call, and while I'm on that Teams call, I can look at my notes and I can present in a corner in Manhattan somewhere, just leaving Grand Central Station, or the Surface Pro 9 with 5G, with the 5G capabilities, and being able and having the ability to use the device with a secure connection no matter where I'm located. And it's my tablet, it's my laptop, it's my desktop computer, inking capabilities. Like I said, my whole family used Surface, and I'm very proud and passionate to be a part of a company that focus on people first, and then provide technology and experiences that empowers us to achieve more. So, with that being said, do we have any questions?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and I'm going to open this up to the questions for the audience. There was one question that came in that I think I'm going to have to see if Matt, you can address. Can you shed a little bit of light into the authorization process for purchasing Surface products through D&H?
Yeah, absolutely. So if you want to reach out to us at Surface Specialist at dnh.com, we can get you the instructions on how to associate D&H as an affiliate distributor, and get authorization for Hub. It's just pretty much a link to a Microsoft portal that you have to go in and sign into, and then you would just click on Hub and then affiliate D&H as one of the preferred distributors. And then once you do that, it goes over to Microsoft. They approve it. It comes back to us, and then we open up your account. So if you have any questions, like I said, surfacespecialist@dnh.com, email that, and Trent Gottdiner and myself can get back to you and help you out there.
Question for Kenneth: What of the accessories are actually included in the Microsoft Hub 3 package? Is it the cameras, the battery, the inking pen? What is actually included?
Well, if you purchase a Surface Hub 3, you get the 3-pack. It's pretty much a cartridge.
Okay.
Because if you have a Surface Hub already, you should have pens.
Okay.
And a camera.
So the Surface Hub then that comes with the display, the pens, and the camera and the mount, correct?
Right. So the Surface Hub 3 comes with the smart camera. The smart camera, pen, and then the cartridge. I mean, the new cartridge with the new OS on it.
Awesome. Yeah, and it's a good modular design there, as the hardware it continues to advance, you can just swap out the modules there, and you're never too far behind on your compute power.
Yeah, Chris, we actually just signed a steel case. Apologies. We actually just signed steel case for our mounting and cart solution.
Yes. And so this is a steel case ROM cart. And like I said, the steel case ROM cart is one of my favorites. It provides so much, the mobility is endless with this particular device. And it just feels like it's nice and smooth. You have the carts for the 50-inch, and then you also have a steel case cart for the 85-inch as well. A lot of times they mount the 85-inch on the wall, but with Microsoft, I've seen them all over the place. So,
and we don't we don't take responsibility if you decide to ride the cart, but as you can say, Kenneth, it could be fun. Maybe don't do it with the display on. Let's take the display off first, and then. Well, that's it for the questions from the audience. Kenneth, thank you so much for your time today. That was a fantastic demo.
I have one more point, if I can make.
Sure. No, absolutely. Sure.
One more point. So with the Surface Hub 2S, if you have customers that already own the Surface Hub 2S and they're in the Teams OS environment, that environment is available until October the 14th, 2025, right? And so it's going away at that point. Another thing to consider is with the current cartridge that's in the Surface Hub 2S, it has, I think it's an i5 processor, 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gig solid state hard drive in it. With the 3-pack, you get the 11th generation processor, so i5, 32 gigs of RAM, and 512 solid state hard drive. So a significant upgrade for this particular device to run in the Windows environment for those applications that's needed to be productive, and also obviously for the MTR OS as well, the Windows IoT Teams experience. So this is something awesome. I wanted to point out there. Thank you.
That's awesome, and it was great to have you. It's always great to have another Michigander on the show. What do you think the Lions' ceiling is this year? Are we talking playoffs? Are we talking more?
I would say definitely a playoff win.
Woo! I'll take it.
Definitely a playoff win.
It's been my whole life, so I could use one.
Yeah.
Well,
me too.
Thank you everyone for joining us today. Kenneth, Trent, Matt. Thank you for all the information you guys provided. If you have any additional questions, comments after this broadcast, it will be going on demand some point early next week. If you have any questions when you're watching this on demand, email cloudsolutions@dnh.com. We'll be more than happy to get back to you. We do have a broadcast coming up. It is on October 25th at 2 p.m. It will be about Microsoft's new product launch. We'll get into more specifics as we kind of grow closer to that date, but stay tuned to your inbox and dnh.com/solutions lab, and we'll have more information on that broadcast as it approaches. But with that, thank you guys for joining us today, and I hope you guys have a wonderful afternoon.